So go ahead and find your comfortable seated position. Making sure your sit bones are grounded equally. So we're working on the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, governs our throat and speaking truth. And we're going to take the Brahmara mudra. So you fold your index finger into the base of the thumb, and then you touch your thumb to your middle finger and extend the other fingers. Place it on your thighs. As we begin to make sure that the sit bones are grounded, shoulders dropping away from the ears. And we'll just begin to take some slow breaths as we begin to withdraw the mind from the rest of the week and the rest of the day, so you can be here now. Gently observing the sound and sensation of the breath. And consciously drawing the breath to the base of the lungs so that as you inhale, the belly expands. And as you exhale, gently draw the navel towards your spine. And the affirmation, the intention, the centering thought of the Brahmara mudra is, I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. Allowing each in-breath to be that breath of inspiration, breath of gratitude. We'll take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest, release the mudra, place your palms on your thighs, and gently shift your head side to side. And then the next time the chin meets the chest, we'll take a breath in. As you exhale, float the head on top of the spine. We'll bring our palms out, heart lifted, gaze lifted. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhale, palms down, chin down. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, palms down, chin down. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. As you exhale, release the left hand behind, the right hand on the outside of the knee for a gentle twist. As you inhale, lifting up, and as you exhale, looking back over the shoulder, taking a breath here. And then with the inhale, bringing your arms back up overhead, exhaling to opposite side. Inhaling, arms up. As you exhale, release the left palm down as you reach up and over for a gentle side bend. Trying not to compress the bent side, but really lifting up and over, expanding the side body. And then looking up and looking down. And then gazing straight ahead as you inhale, bringing arms back up overhead. Exhaling, opposite side. Keeping softness in the facial muscles. And then looking up and looking down and looking straight ahead. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. As you exhale, bring your palms down to the heart center. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, forearms together, folding the fingers and rolling the wrists. And in the opposite direction. And then knuckles in, thumbs down, press out. Send the breath between the shoulder blades. Inhaling, pressing up, reaching up. Exhale, release, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. We'll transition to all fours, table. And then table, palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Fingers spread wide. We'll take some rounds of cat and cow with the inhale, lifting the tailbone, releasing in the belly to the crown of the head, looking up. As you exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine, finally tucking the chin. And moving through cat and cow with the rhythm of your breath. Allowing the breath to lead the movement. On a physical level, we're trying to move segmentally, one vertebra at a time. On an energetic level, we're imagining the spine as a hollow tube and we're sending the breath to stimulate the chakras and the nadi system. And in this practice of yoga, we are combining body, mind, spirit. And throughout the practice this morning, be open and sense to perfect balance and breath. Let that be your guide. No pose is worth losing that perfect breath. We'll come back into table. As you inhale, slide the right leg back, lift the leg, lift the left arm, thumb towards the ceiling, find stability here. Pull up through the toe, press out through that heel, as if you're pressing against an imaginary wall. And then as you exhale, release the hand and the knee. With the inhale, slide left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Holding here. Exhale, release the hand and the knee. Inhale, slide right leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Once again, stay here, or if you want to bind, bend that right knee, bring your arm out to the side on the sacrum or take hold of the foot. And if you're binding, press the foot into the palm, lift the heart and gaze. And you know, the all-important smile. Thankful for what we can do. Releasing the bind, release the hand and the knee. Inhaling, sliding left leg back, lift the leg, lift the arm. Again, staying here. Or bending the knee, bring your arm out to the side, or binding. So binding is a back bend, it's energizing. But if you have any pinching or pain, release it. Then we'll release the bind, release the hand and the knee. We'll take a modified side plank, walk the left palm forward, slide the right leg back. You can spin that bottom leg around, float the top leg up, open the arms. Again, it helps if you pull up through the toe, press out through the heel. And you can stay here in this modified side plank, or if you want to take full side plank, release the top leg down, slide the bottom leg under, stacking the legs. Only if it feels good. And then as you exhale, we'll release the hand, come back to hands and knees, take a round of cat and cow. Coming to the opposite side, we'll walk the right palm out, left leg back, spin that leg around, float it up, come into this modified side plank. Again, staying here, you don't need to do more, only if you want to. Release the top leg down, slide the bottom leg under, stacking legs. And as you exhale, plant the hands, bring the knees underneath the hips, take a round of cat and cow. Separate the knees apart, toes touching. Walk the palms out, take a breath in. As you exhale, shift the hips back towards the heels. Allow the elbows to come down, allow the forehead center to come down. And you can stay here or walk the palms out, lift the elbows up. Isometrically pressing the palms away from the knees. And releasing in the belly, feeling the belly expanding like a balloon between the thighs. In Balasana, we're bowing toward our higher self, our true self. Allowing the heart to be above the head as we establish our heart-centered practice. With each exhale, releasing a little deeper. Inhale to exhale. If you want more sensation, walk palms to the right, place left palm on top of right palm. Lengthening in the left side body. Inhaling back to midline and over to the left, this time right palm on top of left palm, lengthening in the right side body. With each exhale, just relaxing a little deeper, letting go a little more. Inhaling back through midline, exhaling, coming back to all fours, pull the knees in. Curl the toes under. With the inhale, we'll shift back into a downward dog, and in your first downward dog, walk in place, shift the hips side to side. And then pausing in midline, send the tailbone to the ceiling. As you exhale, shift your chest towards your thighs. Isometrically pressing the palms away from the feet, pulling the feet away, keeping that tailbone lifted. And then as you inhale, we'll shift forward into that plank position, knees on or off the mat. And if plank is not in your practice, just go right into child's pose, or take this opportunity for a challenge. Drop the knees, uncurl the feet, hips to the heels, child's pose. Roll out the wrists. And then decide if you want to repeat that or just rest here. Inhaling, coming back to all fours, curl the toes under, shift the hips back, coming back into your downward dog. And again, you can use this as your resting position if you want to skip the plank. And then as you inhale, we'll shift forward, plank position, active legs, pressing the palms away from the shoulders. Exhale, drop the knees, uncurl the feet, hips to the heels, child's pose. Roll out the wrists. And with the inhale, we'll come back into all fours, curl the toes under, send the hips back, up towards the sky, coming back into a downward dog. And then looking up between the hands, we're going to walk our feet to meet our hands, keeping a big bend in the knee. Settle the chest on the thighs. Take hold of opposite elbows in ragdoll pose. Allowing the crown of the head to be toward the earth. Keeping the tailbone lifted. Keep softness in the knees. As the hamstrings release, you may be able to tighten the kneecaps. And then releasing the arms, slide them back, bend the knees, and as you inhale, coming into chair pose. Exhale, coming all the way up, release the arms, roll the shoulders up, back and down, arriving in mountain pose. So just take a moment, make sure your feet are hip distance apart and parallel, palms towards the front. Gently close your eyes. Feel all four corners of the feet grounded. Feel from the navel down, rooting and grounding, and from the navel up, lifting, inspiring, tethered here between the two aspects of ourselves, earthbound and heavenbound. And breathing and being open and sensing to perfect balance and breath. Inhale to exhale. And then opening the eyes, we'll go through moving chair. As you inhale, we'll shift our hips back, arms lifted. Exhale, pressing into the feet, coming up. Inhale, coming down and back. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down and back. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down and back. Exhale, come up. Next time we come up, we're going to lift the right leg if you want to add that to the balance challenge. Lifting right. Inhale, coming down. Lifting left. Inhale, coming down. Lifting right. Inhale, coming down, lifting left. This time we're going to come down and stay down. See if you can shift your hips back a little further. And if you want to take a twist, we'll bring our palms together at the heart center. Bringing right elbow on the outside of the left knee, pressing the palms together, looking out. Inhale back through midline. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale back through midline. Exhale, pressing into the feet, lifting all the way up. Exhale, release. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Step the feet in together. Toes touching, heels apart. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, left elbow underneath the right elbow, coming into eagle arms. Now, if eagle is too challenging, just place your palms on your shoulders. So really pay attention to how your body feels. If there's too much pain, you can get injured. So you want to find that place of ease. And if you want to add the legs, we'll cross the left thigh over the right thigh, coming into the squat for full eagle, finding that eagle focus. Sensing to perfect balance and breath. And then with the inhale, pressing into the feet, we'll uncross at the ankle, release the elbows down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart center. We'll close our eyes here, just taking a moment to observe the flow of prana. Once again, getting hold of the breath, getting hold of thoughts. No anticipation. And then opening the eyes with the inhale, we'll bring our arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring right elbow underneath the left elbow, again, coming into eagle arms and staying here, or crossing the right thigh over the left thigh, moving into a squat. If you can wrap your foot around the calf. I no longer can do that, but I'm thankful for what I can do. So we have to adapt our practice as we age and wear out. Dolly Parton said, I want to wear out, not rust out. I like that. But my knees are definitely wearing out, and there's some things I can't do that I used to do, and that's okay. Be thankful for what we can do. As you inhale, we'll press into the legs, uncross at the feet, release the arms down, inhale, arms up, hands to the heart center. We'll separate the feet apart, hands on the hips. We'll move through crane to crescent warrior. Left heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto that leg. Lift the opposite leg up, bring your arms out, and then flex at the wrists. With the inhale, we'll slide that leg back, coming onto the balls of the foot, coming into crescent warrior. Front knee bent, knee over ankle, back heel lifted, heart lifted, gaze lifted, corners of the mouth lifted. Inhaling back up into crane. Exhale into crescent warrior. Inhaling back up to crane. And then stay here, or if you want to move into warrior three, slide that leg back, extending the arms, torso parallel with the floor, finding the line of energy from the navel out through the outstretched fingers, navel through the foot or heel. And you can use this arm position or the airplane position or arms behind. And then we'll inhale back up into crane. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot out. Right heel down, toes lifted and spread wide. Plant the foot down as you shift onto that leg, lifting the opposite leg up, arms out, flex at the wrists. Find stability. And then with the inhale, we'll move into crescent warrior. allowing the ascension to come from the heart center. Inhaling back up into crane. Exhale back into crescent warrior, sensing and opening to perfect balance and breath in this posture. Inhaling back up into crescent warrior. Crane. Staying here or moving into warrior 3, sliding the leg back, extending the arms or taking any modification. And since you're in your own home, you can always cheat and have one hand on a chair or a wall. It's not cheating, it's adapting. And then inhaling back up into crane. Exhale, release, roll the standing foot up and come to the front of the mat. Toes touching, heels apart. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, drop the knee. Stay here in a low lunge. And then with your inhale, lift the knee, stretching the calf. Exhale, drop the knee, uncurl the foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, curl the back foot under and lift the knee and bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhaling halfway up to that flat back. Exhaling, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, drop the knee, stay in the low lunge, allowing the left hip to release. And then as you inhale, lift the knee, stretching the left calf. Exhale, drop the knee, uncurl the foot. Inhale the arms up. Heart lifted, gaze lifted, fingers spread wide. Exhale, plant the hands, curl the back foot under and lift the knee. Bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, spin that heel around. Keeping the front knee bent, inhale to warrior 1. Make sure your knee is over your ankle, hips pointed towards the front, arms lifted, gaze lifted. Exhale into cactus arms. Press the elbows back towards each other, opening once again at the heart center, sensing and opening to perfect balance and breath. Exhale, pull the forearms together, right elbow underneath left elbow. One more time, coming into eagle arms or any modification, or skipping this if you have shoulder issues. And then inhaling back into cactus arms. Exhale, release the palms behind, folding the fingers, pressing down. Bring your palms away from the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift into a humble warrior. Come up and over, pressing the outside border of the back foot, inside border of the front foot. Inhale to exhale. In humble warrior, we're bowing toward our higher self, once again allowing the heart to be above the head. And then pressing into the feet, we'll inhale as we come back up. Releasing the arms, inhale the arms overhead. Observing the flow of prana. Exhale, plant the hands, spin the back foot around and bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhaling halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhaling, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, spin the heel around, keeping the front knee bent. Inhale to warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, cactus arms, pressing the elbows towards each other, opening at the heart center. Once again, opening and sensing to perfect balance and breath. As you exhale, bring the elbows together. Left elbow underneath right elbow, eagle arms. Inhaling back to cactus arms. Exhaling, palm fingers folded, this time opposite thumb on top as you press down and away from the spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, send the chest towards the inner thigh, dropping the head, tucking the chin, coming into humble warrior. Make sure the chin is tucked so the crown of the head is toward the earth to allow gravity to create traction in the back of the neck. With the intention to allow your heart to be above the head and calming any panic that arises from being upside down. And then pressing into the feet, we'll inhale, coming back up. Release the arms, bring them back up overhead one more time. Observing the flow of prana. Exhale, plant the hands. Spin the back foot around, bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Inhale, halfway up, head and chest rise. Exhale, releasing head and hands. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Palms to the heart center. One more time, we'll close the eyes. Calm the breath. Observing the flow of prana, sensing and opening to perfect balance and breath. Once again, taking this moment to be here now. No anticipation. And this is the most important part of the practice, to practice this, closing the eyes, taking a step back and taking a deep breath. And then opening the eyes, we'll take a giant step back, so we'll face in preparation for Trikonasana. So I like to get my legs as wide as they can, turn the front foot to one direction, and then I like to sneak my heel out. That allows my thigh to inner rotate. So just see if you can pull that in. And then inhale the arms up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, glide towards that front leg until you can go no further, and then allow that palm to come down. Open the top palm up, looking up at that palm, unless that causes any pinching or pain, and then turn the gaze towards the front foot. We're trying to create that one line of energy from the heart center out through the outstretched fingers, pressing the feet, activating the kneecaps, but keeping tension away from the face, finding that inner gratitude. With the inhale, we'll come back up. Pick the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down, hands on the hips, coming to side two. So once again, adjust your stance. Bring your shoulders back, inhale the arms up, press out. See if you can get your arms equal. So just take a gaze. Take a breath in as you exhale, gliding. And when you can go no further, allow that palm to come down on the thigh, shin, or ankle, opening up the top arm. If you can, looking up at your fingertips or at the front foot or straight ahead. Find that place where the neck can be even and relaxed. And then as you inhale, we'll press into the feet, coming back up. Pick the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Hands on the hips. We'll move to warrior two. So turn the front foot out, bend that knee, isometrically press it away from the pinky toe. So try not to let it come too forward. You'll see a lot of times this is demonstrated, people are drifting forward. Bring your trunk into midline. Inhale the arms up, reaching out, looking out. Then we'll do the little wave by turning the front palm up. As you inhale, we'll slowly turn facing the back arm as that back palm comes up, front palm down. Inhaling, back palm down, front palm up. One more time, inhale, front palm down, back palm up. And again, inhaling, back palm down, front palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the left palm to the thigh, reaching up, and then maybe looking back over that back for reverse warrior. Sending the breath to the sides of the ribs, that opening you created earlier. And then as you inhale, we'll come back into warrior two. Exhale, bend the elbows, landed on the top of the thigh as you bring that back arm around and hug it into the ear, coming into side angle posture. Find the line of energy from the outside border of that back foot, up the trunk and out through the fingertips. And with the inhale, we're coming back into warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee, lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Hands on the hips. Turn the opposite foot out. Make sure that back foot is in line with your mat. Bend that front knee, isometrically press it out towards the pinky toe. Bring your trunk back to midline if it's drifted forward. Inhale the arms up, look out. And then we'll turn the front palm up. As you inhale, we'll slowly turn the front palm down as the back palm comes up. Inhaling, back palm down, turning to gaze to the front palm up. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, front palm down as you turn your gaze, back palm up. One more time. Inhaling, back palm down, front palm up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring that back palm towards your thigh as you lift the front arm up and over, coming into reverse warrior, maybe turning your gaze towards that back foot. Inhaling back through warrior two. Exhale, bend the front elbow, land it on top of the thigh, bring that back arm around, hugging it into the ear. Side angle posture. Inhaling, coming back up to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the knee, lift the toes up, release, roll the shoulders up, back and down. We'll take a forward fold here. I like to be pigeon-toed. As you inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, slide your hands down the back of the legs. You can take hold of the big toe. or bring your palms in front. But once again, tuck your chin so the crown of the head is toward the earth. See if you can shift forward a little bit more on the balls of the feet. With each exhale, seeing if you can release and create traction in the back of the neck, releasing in the back of the hamstrings, maybe tightening the knees if the hamstrings release, but keep the knees soft, so keep your tailbone lifted. Once again, lengthen the exhale if you have any panic from being upside down. And then with the inhale, we'll come halfway up. Place your hands on your hips. Keep softness in the knees as you come all the way up. Release the palms down. We'll take the Brahmara Mudra again. Fold the index finger towards your thumb and touch the tip of your thumb to the tip of the middle finger, extending the fingers. Taking a pause here to observe the flow of prana. I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. Inhale to exhale. Just allowing the blood pressure to accommodate, finding that inner balance, that inner calm. And then opening the eyes, we'll heel toe the feet in. We're going to come into a seated position. We'll take a seated twist here. So extend the left foot forward, bring the right leg across. And this may be your position for your seated twist, but if you can bend that front knee. We'll wrap the left arm around, bring the right arm in front, thumb down, inhale, arm up and over, landing it behind you like a kickstand, and then if you can, sneaking the elbow in front of the knee, and again, taking the Brahmara Mudra, bending the index finger towards the base of the thumb, touching the thumb to the tip of the middle finger, opening the finger as you inhale, lifting up, looking back over that back shoulder. And then, without changing anything about the posture, turn your gaze to the front. And again, make that intention. I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. Inhale to exhale. And then we'll release the mudra as we gently unwind, shaking the legs out. This time, right leg stays straight, left leg moves over, pulling it into the chest, again, staying here, or bending that opposite leg. Take your right arm, wrap it around, left palm in front, thumb down, inhaling, arm up, behind. If you can, sneak the elbow in front, and if you want to add the mudra, only if it feels good, bend the index finger towards the base of the thumb, thumb and middle finger touch, fingers extend as you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, look over that back shoulder. And then, without changing anything else about the posture, turn your gaze to the front. Once again, invoking the mudra, I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. And the balance in these poses should be between effort and ease. So we want to find that sweet spot where we're challenging ourselves respectfully, but doing no harm. So if you lose your breath, back up a little bit and find that perfect balance and breath. And then we'll release the mudra, we'll slowly unwind, shake out the legs. We'll work on coming to the center of the mat, bringing the feet in, placing your hands in front of the shin as you inhale, lifting up, as you exhale, tucking the chin. Inhale, lifting up, palms towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we'll slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Once the head comes down, bring your arms overhead. Stretch the legs out. Get as long as you can. Take a breath in. Bring the right knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging it in. Pull up through the toes, press out through the heel. And with each exhale, inviting the relaxation in the hips, knees, thighs, and on a deeper level, the ascending colon. Holding on to the knee, we'll bring it out to the side. Don't let the left hip pop up. Just creating a gentle inner thigh stretch, keeping softness in the belly. And with the inhale, bringing the knee back to midline. Take the left palm on the outside of the knee. Bring the right arm out to the side, palm down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee across the body, creating a spinal twist. And if you like, turning the gaze, looking out over the outstretched finger. So decide where you want to feel the stretch. If you want to feel the stretch across the hip, anchor the shoulder, anchor the palm, and only move as far as you can go in that position. If you want to create a little bit more rotation in the spine and unwinding, you can turn your palm up towards the ceiling and gently move a little deeper into the twist. Again, only if it feels good. Any pinching or pain, come back. With each exhale, we're just letting go a little deeper. And then with the inhale, coming back to midline, holding underneath the thighs and the toes to the ceiling. As you inhale, point. As you exhale, flex at the ankle a few times with the rhythm of your breath. Make circles with the foot and ankle. And in the opposite direction. Curl the toes up as tightly as you can and spread them wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the chin to the chest as you walk your palms up the legs. Elbows wide, chin lifted. And gently draw the thigh towards your chest, inviting the relaxation in the back of the hamstrings. And as you exhale, releasing the head and hands, slowly lower the leg as you point and flex at the ankle with control. And then once the heel touches, roll the feet in and out a few times. As you inhale, bring your arms back up overhead. As you exhale, bring the left knee to your chest, squeezing and hugging it in. And again, if this creates pinching in your knee, you can reach underneath the knee for the back of the thigh. Pulling up through the toe, pressing out through the heel. Keeping softness in the gaze, softness in the belly. Inviting that relaxation in the descending colon, hips, knees, thighs. And then gently drawing the left knee out towards the side. You can place your palm on your hip. Don't allow it to pop up. And with the inhale, bringing your knee back to midline. Take the right palm on the outside of the knee, send the left palm down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw the knee across the chest, creating that spinal twist. Again, making that decision. If you want more of a tensor fasciolata hip stretch, Keep your shoulder grounded, keep your palm grounded, and if you want a little unwinding in the spine, if rotation is okay for you, you can allow the palm to come up and move a little deeper into the twist. Keeping softness in the facial muscles, softness in the belly, softness in your intention. So we're never forcing any pose, we're just releasing and letting go. Finding that ease, perfect balance and breath. Perfect balance between effort and ease. And just allowing yourself to let go and feeling how good that feels. And then with the inhale, we'll bring the knee back to midline, holding behind the thigh, sending the toes to the ceiling as you inhale, point. As you exhale, flex a few times. Make circles with the foot and ankle. And in the opposite direction. Curl the toes up as tight as you can and spread them open as wide as you can. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the chin and chest, walk your hands up the legs. And as you exhale, we'll release the head down as you slowly point and flex at the ankle, not rushing it. And again, once the heel comes down, roll the feet in and out a few times. And then as you inhale, we'll walk our heels back to meet our hips, preparing for a moving bridge pose. So see if you can brush the back of your heels with your fingertips. We'll bring our palms facing each other a little away from the hips. Take a moment to tuck the chin, roll the head so your neck is nice and long. And then pressing into the feet as you inhale, we'll lift the feet up as our arms come up and over. And at the height of the bridge, see if you can press into the feet, lift a little higher. As you exhale, slowly roll down, trying to time the arms with the spine so that as the sacrum comes down, the pinkies come down, the elbows come down. We'll take a rest, take a breath, allow everything to expand. I'm going to take 2 more at the rhythm of your own breath. As you inhale, pressing into the feet, we'll lift up and over. The height of the bridge, seeing if you can just come up a little further. Don't let the knees splay out. Exhale, coming back down, moving slowly and mindfully. And at the base, allowing everything to relax. We'll take 1 last bridge. As you inhale, lifting up and over. And then, keeping the hips up, we'll release the arms down. See if you can negotiate with your shoulders to bring your elbows underneath forearms and folding the fingers and seeing if you can lift a little higher. And since you're in your own home, we can practice the fire breath. So breathe into the belly and out with that SH sound. Then releasing the arms, we'll slowly lower down. And then once you're at the base, just rock your pelvis forward and backwards, pressing the low back into the ground, arching it. Walk your feet to the edge of the mat and drop your knees in. Bring your arms out to a T position. We'll just rest here in broken bridge. And then opening the knees apart, we'll windshield wiper the knees, like back and forth, right and left. And then bringing the knees back to midline, take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the knees to the right, gaze to the left. With your next inhale, we'll bring knee and gaze to midline. As you exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale to exhale. With your next inhale, we'll bring knee and gaze back to midline. Walk your feet in. As you inhale, we'll bring the right knee towards the chest, opening it out, landing that right ankle on the outside of the top of the left knee. Again, you can stay here, or if you want more, take a breath in, lift that left knee, take hold of the back of the thigh. Pull up through the toes, press out through the heels. In this figure 4 stretch, you want to feel the sensation in the back of the glutes, the piriformis. You don't want to feel any groin pain. And if you like, rock here side to side. Pausing, see if you can bring that knee a little closer. Releasing, relaxing a little deeper. And then as you exhale, we'll release the foot down, uncross the right. As you inhale, bring left knee to the chest, opening it out, landing the outside of the left knee on the left ankle on the right knee. Again, this may be all you need to do to feel a stretch, but if you want more, lift that right thigh, reach behind. And if you like, rock here. But again, pull up through the toes to protect your knee. And then releasing the foot down, we'll uncross at the ankle. Inhale, right knee, left knee to the chest, squeezing and hugging both knees in. Open the knees apart, reach in between for the foot and the ankle. As you inhale, lifting up. As you exhale, see if you can draw the toes towards your forehead center, maybe wrapping your arms around the shins, rocking here. And then pausing in midline, release the foot, head down, Turn the soles of the feet towards the ceiling in happy baby. As you exhale, draw the knees towards your armpit, and if you like, rocking here side to side. Pausing in midline. As you exhale, we'll release the knees down. Open the knees apart, soles touching. Bring your arms out to a T position and bend at the elbow, so we're in cactus arms, butterfly legs. And we'll just take a breath here. Releasing in the hips and thighs. And then with the inhale, we'll bring our knees back together. Bring the right knee to your chest, left knee to your chest, squeezing and hugging both knees in. And then making tiny, tiny circles with the knees. Touching the edges of the sacrum and then getting larger to incorporate the hips and the spine, and larger still, touching as much surface area of the back as you can. And then moving in the opposite direction, large to begin and gradually spiraling it in. getting smaller and smaller. And then we'll pull the knees into the chest. One last stretch. As you exhale, we'll slide the legs down. With the inhale, we'll bring the arms overhead, get as long as you can. And as you exhale, release the arms to the side with the audible sigh. And as you settle into Shavasana, separate your feet a little wider than hip distance, arms away from the torso, palms towards the ceiling if you can. Unless you need more grounding, then you can place your palms down. If you like, grab a blanket or any prop. If you may want your knees underneath, a bolster underneath the knees. But wherever you are, just begin to settle into stillness, relaxing the muscles of the forehead and the hinges of the jaw. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. Relaxing the upper arms and the lower arms. Relaxing the fingers and the skin between the fingers. Relaxing the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Relax the chest and cardiac region. Relaxing the belly. Relaxing the hips and thighs. Relax the knees and calves. Relax the ankles and toes and the skin between the toes. And send a wave of relaxation from toes to top and top to toes. If your mind begins to wander, just bring it back to the breath, using your breath as a mantra. Inhale to exhale. And then you can stay here and just stay here for as long as you like, or if you're ready, begin to make some subtle movements with the fingers and the toes. Maybe move your head side to side. And as you're ready, bend your knees, bring your left arm overhead, and roll on your left side, pausing here. Placing your right palm in front of the heart. And taking this moment to make an intention to bring the best part of the Shavasana with you throughout the rest of the day. And just knowing that the ideal time for a Shavasana is 20 minutes. So if you have time later in the day, take a 20-minute Shavasana. And then visualizing yourself in that seated position that we started in, take a breath that leads the action, coming back to your seat with the least amount of movement as possible. We'll once again make sure our sit bones are grounded equally, shoulders away from the ears, sending energetic traction from the base of the spine up through the crown of the head. We'll take the Brahmara Mudra. So fold the index finger towards the base of the thumb and then join your thumb and middle finger touching, extending the fourth and fifth fingers, resting palms up on the thighs. And coming back to our intention, our focus of our practice this morning, I sense and open to perfect balance and breath. Make that intention as you move throughout the day. And just observe if you find yourself holding your breath, coming back and taking that deep, even and easy breath, that breath of gratitude to be here now. We have so much to be grateful for. It's easy to turn our attention to what's not right, what's not going well. Our practice is to turn our gaze to gratitude. We'll all take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your heart. Release the mudra. Gently place your palms on your belly as you flutter your eyes open. And with the inhale, we'll bring our palms back up overhead, joining together, sealing our practice in, and bringing it down to the forehead center, seat of wisdom, and to the heart. And sharing the love all around us and all in need of it. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this practice this morning. You inspire me with your intention and your integrity. So thank you. Have a lovely day.